time for a Mark Reviews opinion video from a super secret location. My alma mater, Brigham Young University. And about 10 years ago, right now, I was standing right here on this brick walkway filming a stand-up for a news story that I was doing. And I used to work for BYU Broadcasting. I used to work for KBYU TV doing news stories for the student news broadcast. And so I still keep tabs on what goes on at my old school. And you probably saw in the news yesterday that BYU announced that they are finally selling caffeinated drinks on campus. And that shouldn't be news. It's stupid that it's news, and I'll tell you why. For years, anyone who wanted caffeinated drinks would just go get them from Macy's, Costco, wherever, right? And they would just bring them onto campus. I had a roommate who drank like 8 to 12 cans of Pepsi every day. And it's just something that if that's important to you, you could go get it. So I see both sides of the argument here. For one, I don't necessarily agree with the decision to make the change because of exactly that. If someone wanted it, they could go get it. And people know what they sign up for when they apply to and start attending Brigham Young University. Okay, there's a different set of rules and standards. It's a private university that's owned by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And so there are weird rules and regulations. There are curfews and there are standards about how you can dress, and I'm not clean shaven enough to be on campus as a student, for example. So you get what you sign up for. That's point A. Point B is I kind of do agree with the change. So I'm playing both sides here, and I'll tell you why. It's not it's not a doctrinal standard, okay? The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, as the governing body of this university and as the board of directors of this school, can impose whatever rules or regulations they want. This is a private university. You're free to attend a different school if you want, and for every person who does get accepted to BYU, there are dozens and dozens, if not more than 100 applicants who didn't make it in. So if you don't like it, leave, right? Or don't come in the first place. But this is what I was going to say. The entire basis, the entire outline of what defines the standards or the health standards of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints was called the Word of Wisdom. And nowhere in the Word of Wisdom does it say anything about caffeinated drinks. It specifically mentions hot drinks like coffee and tea, but it does not mention caffeinated drinks. So soda, by the letter of the law, has never been against the Word of Wisdom, caffeinated or otherwise. And that's probably the reason for the change. There's no doctrinal basis for continuing to ban it. So after decades, they've lifted the ban. So first and foremost, that's something that's helpful to know. Now, let's talk about the spirit of the law. Because the spirit of the Word of Wisdom is that it should be really that you avoid anything that takes away your freedom, anything that is addicting for you. So it talks about stuff in moderation, right? So meat in moderation, etc. At the time of that revelation, I don't think that it couldn't, right? Like our Constitution, there's no way that it could specifically outline every single thing that is against the Word of Wisdom, right? So it leaves some room for interpretation. And 50, 60 years ago, when they had this ban on caffeinated drinks, that was someone's interpretation on what was addicting or violating the spirit of the law, even though it didn't specifically say anything about caffeinated drinks. So now that being said, what is more harmful to you? Is it the caffeine, or is it the high fructose corn syrup, the high amounts of sugar that's concentrated in that soda? And this is something, or I've been on a soapbox about this for years. Soda is terrible for you. Like, you may as well go out and find your favorite recreational drug, right? I don't advocate that. But soda is nothing but sugar, and it's liquid sugar. It's sugar in the worst form that your body could possibly take in. So before you start passing judgment on people for drinking some caffeinated drink, you're still drinking soda, so you're not much better off, right? People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Isn't that a phrase? Personally, I only ever drink soda if it's free with whatever meal that I ordered. I will never pay extra for soda. I never spend my own money for soda. And therefore, I only end up drinking soda like maybe once every 2 months or something. And my body rejects it. So I like it, kind of. I get it. I get the flavor, I get the sensation. But my body doesn't like the carbonation, and I feel so sick after drinking straight sugar like that. It's not good for you. So rather than focusing in on the manufactured controversy around this decision, maybe we should all really think about what is or isn't good for our bodies. And I would propose that sugar is worse for you than caffeine, but caffeine's not good for you either. So regardless of what someone's set of rules says for you, you have the ability to make your own choices. And I would recommend choosing not to drink soda in any form. And energy drinks are even worse. Okay, that'll do it. Subscribe to this channel by clicking over here in this area. Hey, this is Guy Photobombs Me. And click over here and check out some of the other videos that I have made for this channel. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this decision, about soda in general. If you're interested in other teachings of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, let me know too. Thanks.